I'm Joe Clarkson here with ONU Sports. This week we have Amanda Binkey from the women's track and field team. Amanda, thanks for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, no problem. So let's get right into it. When did you start running competitively?
Well, I started running when I was 12, just because a gym teacher thought I was good at it. I never really considered it hard, and I've been running every season since then.
So you're a pharmacy major here at Ohio Northern, Amanda, which was obviously a major draw for Ohio Northern. What about the track program, though, convinced you that you could be an intercollegiate athlete here at Ohio Northern?
Well, I really fell in love with the campus when I came to visit, so that was a big perk. I liked it a lot. Then I saw the indoor track, and that was even better. So I just kind of started looking into it. Not running in college was never an option for me. I always wanted to run, so just made it work, kind of. This is a good mix of both.
Now, you run all year long, but each season is different. What makes this indoor season different from cross-country and the outdoor season in the spring?
Well, cross-country is kind of like smaller, and there's only one race, so everybody runs the same thing. Indoor is definitely the first time that the distance people get to see all the other field and sprint athletes, so that's always fun to kind of get to know everyone, and there's a lot more events, and they're a lot different than outdoor, so it's just a closer environment where everybody gets to see what everybody's doing all the time because we're all on that track together, and so I don't know, it's a lot different feel. And then outdoor, we kind of get spread out, and throwing might be half a mile away from where the runners are, so indoor is just a lot closer of a team, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Along those same lines, which season is your favorite? And why?
Definitely indoor, for all of the reasons I just mentioned. We really do get to kind of see everybody more often, and everybody's at practice together, and so that's always fun. And I feel like we get to go to a lot of good, there's a lot of good indoor tracks in Ohio, which is nice, a lot of good colleges around, so good travel teams and that kind of thing. It's just a fun season.
Mm-hmm. Now, the women's cross-country team won the OIC championship in the fall. What did that group of girls take from your season in the fall, and what can they bring to the indoor team to help lead you guys to a championship?
Well, with indoor, there's always an issue with injuries because people are running so fast so early in their season, and cross-country, we also had some injuries and some adversity there. So coming into indoor, I think we're all just thinking back to that season, and the middle of the season is always so hard in cross because you're all tired, you still have half the season to go, and then you come back from cross and have to go straight into indoor for all the distance girls, so, and guys team, I guess. But really it's just everybody staying healthy and staying focused on what we want at the end of the season, so that's kind of what we'll bring from cross-country, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, on those same lines, as an individual and as a team, what are your goals for your final indoor season?
Well, individually, I always try to PR. I always do. So I'm definitely going to try to improve on all my own times. As a senior, I guess, just trying to keep everyone together. There really aren't that many seniors on the team this year, girl-wise, so we've been looking to the junior class a lot. We have a lot of juniors, and the younger kids kind of look up to everybody like, oh, where do I find this, or where did we put such, what are we doing for this meet? And so it's a lot of me talking to other people, trying to get everybody on the same page. So definitely trying to keep the team together is always a big issue, and stay healthy. We just had another girl get in a boot this week, so it's always a first priority for everyone to stay healthy.
The program has a lot of influences, both athletically and here academically. Is there someone in particular, or maybe a few people that have been pivotal to your success as a student athlete?
I wouldn't really pinpoint it on one person. It's kind of more of it's always a group effort. Obviously my family has always been supportive of my running and me trying to do everything at once, which takes a lot of work and coordinating, but so my family's always been there for me, my friends that understand that I have to have practice every day, and there's usually a meet every weekend, so even just my roommates going grocery shopping because I never have the time to. Yeah. So it's and then coaches too that always understand if you have a lab or you have to go somewhere, and and professors. It's really a group effort.
Mm-hmm. For this team to be successful, what do you girls need to focus on?
Again, number one, staying healthy, and number two, I think, is getting to a more cohesive group. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of upperclassmen. There's a lot of juniors, but our underclassmen are all kind of scattered right now, still trying to figure out what they want to do because collegiate athletics are so much different than high school, and there's different events, and you're trying to balance school and being away from home and your events. So it's really just everybody getting on the same page will help us out, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, you brought this up earlier in the interview about how running in college was never not an option, that you were always going to do that. So what do you think distinguishes Ohio Northern's track program from the other programs in Division III?
It's actually kind of funny. The last meet we were at last weekend at OAC Relays, all of the OAC schools were there, and we walked in off the bus, and everybody went to their separate little corners, and all the ONU kids started studying before the meet started, and all the other schools kind of looked at us like, what are they doing? And that's how we are, because we all have such challenging, school academics, and we have to stay on top of both. But the minute the meet starts, like, people are, put their books down for a minute and run in, and we'll cheer for everybody, and then we're like, okay, there's a break, and run back and study some more. So, that really sets us apart, that we can do both, yeah. I think. And it makes it more fun, too, because, we'll be standing there cheering and be like, oh, so-and-so pulled their hamstring. That means this happened and this. And it's very nerdy, but we have a good laugh about it. So it definitely sets us apart from everyone else.
So last question, Amanda. What has being a polar bear meant to you, both athletically and academically?
The biggest thing for me is that with pharmacy, it kind of consumes your life and, academic-wise, and then you get out in the workforce and you love it even more, and there's so many things you can do with it. And running while doing pharmacy school has kind of taught me that I can do both if I want. So, the support of my teammates, my coaches, and have made that possible. So I'm very grateful to have the experience.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. For ONUsports.com, I'm Joe Clarkson.